In 1885, after the Berlin Conference granted control over a huge area in Central Africa, which became known as, despite its name suggesting independence and freedom. The territory was not a self-governing state, but rather the personal possession of the Belgian monarch, who controlled it as his private enterprise. Leopold presented his rule as a humanitarian mission aimed at bringing civilization and progress to Africa. However, beneath this public image was a system of extreme exploitation and violence that became one of the most notorious examples of colonial brutality. As worldwide demand for rubber increased during the industrial age, Congolese communities were forced to meet harsh production demands. Local men were compelled to gather rubber from forests, while women and children were often detained as a means of forcing their families to fulfill imposed quotas. Those who failed to meet these demands faced brutal consequences, including physical abuse, destruction of villages, forced abductions, and other forms of terror. The cutting off of hands became a disturbing symbol of the regime, sometimes carried out by soldiers as punishment or as evidence that ammunition had been accounted for. The exact number of deaths remains disputed, because accurate population records from before colonial rule were unavailable. However, historians agree that the Congo experienced a devastating population decline between 1885 and 1908 due to violence, starvation, disease, forced displacement, and reduced birth rates. Many estimates suggest that the loss of life may have reached millions, with some scholars placing the figure around 10 million. The enormous profits taken from the Congo helped finance Leopold's grand projects, buildings and monuments in Belgian Janai. The country continues to confront this painful period of its past, that has also acknowledged that its early origins were connected to colonial propaganda efforts designed to promote Leopold's Congo project and attract support for his ambitions.